Is that song that they've been singing? Freedom, freedom, maybe move, freedom, make your body move. Beyonce, was that already a song, and she just adapted it to Kamala Harris? Well, I love it.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of Talk the Real Deal with AT2. And yes, I'm your boy AT2. How everybody doing? How everybody living? How everybody feeling today? What's up? Good morning. It's morning, and we slept the night away. What's up, Melanie? Shout out to everybody on Facebook. What's up, Marlon? What's up, Casey? Nice to see you again. Hello, everybody coming back from the previous show. I just got done with a live not too long ago. What's up, Angie? What's up, Ray? Who else we got here? What's up, Vanessa? What's up, Mesty Ho? What's up, everybody? Thank y'all for being here. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. We're definitely going to get into this whole Jamie Foxx situation. I got a lot to say about it, and let me go ahead and give y'all a spoiler alert. Do I believe it? No. But I think there's nuances to it. But first, I want to talk about the Diddy defenders. Yes, we have a whole category for the Diddy defenders. First, I'm going to talk about DJ Envy because he said we should let the courts play out and we shouldn't judge Diddy and all this blah, 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 blah. So I'm going to play that for you. And then we're going to play Busta Rhymes and what he had to say. And I kind of agree with Busta Rhymes how he wanted to make a distinction between what Diddy is doing and what's going on in hip hop. So we're going to go ahead and first listen to DJ Envy. I'm not too much of a fan of him, but I guess him and his wife have a podcast, something about the Cassies or the KC family, something like that. Here we go. Mind you, you're going to be kind of bored, but I find this kind of interesting.
Judgment until I hear a lot more about it, but it doesn't look good for him.
I will say this, Diddy's a freaky nigga. Like freaky. Like freaky Friday, freaky Thursday, freaky Monday, freaky Wednesday. And there's nothing wrong with being a freaky person.
There's nothing wrong with being a freaky person.
So the fact that he has 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lube just means he just like to get shit popping. And there's nothing wrong. There's nothing illegal about that. Now, the one thing I will say that I don't like is I don't like how people, I mean, everybody's going to crack a joke. I mean, it is what it is. I don't like how people convict him before hearing all of the evidence, right? I didn't like the fact that they didn't give him a bond. And the reason is he was going to put up $50 million, his house, his mom's house. The reason I feel that is he was giving up his passports. Diddy has 3 kids without a mom, passed away. So he has 2 twins that are 17 years old that don't have their dad right now and probably won't have their dad for the next 2 years until the trial is over. I feel like he should have got a bond and been able to fight this outside while he did. Harvey Weinstein had a bond. Bill Cosby had a bond. OJ had a bond. And people could say OJ ran. He took off and they chased him and he still had a bond. Now, in this society, it feels like you're guilty and you have to prove yourself to be innocent. But it should be the other way. You should be innocent to proven guilty. Now, the stories that I'm hearing, like I said, I don't know. Hopefully soon we'll see evidence, but I do think it's sad that somebody with such a great legacy is destroyed because of the things that he did. Now, if he did do the things that they said that he did, he should go to jail for a long time. If he did, I absolutely positively, not even looking back, he should fucking go to jail. But we'll see. And the reason I asked you is because, you know, people always ask, how does that affect?
Before I answer that question, him having 3 children that are already without a mother and potentially will be without a father if, you know, being that he's not released on bond has nothing to do with it.
It does.
Not to me.
Well, it does. Look at.
Hold on. I don't think that has anything to do with it. There's a lot of people that commit crimes that their home life is not all sewn up. That's not a factor. If I'm a judge, that's not a factor. Hopefully you have family that can step in your absence. I'm more so just leaning to what's fair because I don't believe in anyone being convicted until, you know, they're proven guilty.
I forgot to look this up, you guys. But wasn't that about a year ago? The feds came to the Breakfast Club and seized some electronics and stuff like that because his friend Caesar that looked like Big Pun. Yeah, his friend Caesar's wasn't indicted. So hold on, let me look that up. Breakfast Club rated. Hold on. Oh, let's talk about 1993. Hold on. DJ Envy. Let me be more specific. Yep, that was in December 2023. So his indictment could be coming really soon. Again, DJ Envy trying to play it off like, oh, I don't know anything, blah, blah, blah. Well, y'all was flipping houses together and taking people money. So I don't know how you don't know what's going on, but I digress. But I think the reason why, like you guys said, he wants grace is because of his own situation. So he's saying that with Diddy, we need to all show grace and you're not guilty and we're already prosecuting him and blah, 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 blah. Here's the thing about Diddy. We already know how he gets down, and we already know from the things that we have seen that, yeah, this makes this man guilty. We know for a fact that he does not pay his artists. We know for a fact that he wanted them to sign an NDA just to get their publishing. Mind you, the songs aren't even hot anymore, so how much publishing would they get? We know that he beat Cassie. We've seen it on the video. We know these things to be true. So whether or not all of the crimes that they're saying that he's committed are true or not, we know that there's a portion of the crimes that we can already confirm. Okay, well, yeah, that is true. We know how he is. We know his character. And character speaks a lot. Now, if this was somebody like a Taylor Swift was in this situation and she was doing freak off parties, I would probably find it hard to believe. I'd be like, nah, I don't think that's Taylor Swift. That's not how those Swifties get down. I find it hard to believe. But somebody like Diddy, I believe it. I believe it. What happened in 93? I don't know what happened in 93, but it kept showing me 93. But in 2023, December, that's when the Breakfast Club was raided. And that was in connection to that whole thing with his business partner, Caesar. So again, his indictment could be coming soon. And I feel like almost DJ Envy is foreshadowing that. So then you guys would be all like, oh, don't say that he's guilty until he's innocent until proven guilty, try to give you that speech or whatnot. But at the end of the day, like I said, we've seen the things that Diddy has done, and we heard about rumors for years and years and years. And honestly, to tell you the truth, I just think that he's getting his karma now. It took a long time, but he's getting it now. And for us to feel sorry about his kids, I'm being honest. I don't feel sorry as far as the kids, oh, they need their dad in their life, and oh, this is sad for them. Their dad is an alleged criminal. Their dad did horrible things because at the end of the day, the victims, they have kids, they have parents who love them. So are we supposed to feel like, why are we not feeling bad for the victims? Yeah, that's sad that his kids won't have their dad in their life, but their dad was a horrible person. Their dad did some bad things and they have to pay for them. There's a lot of people who parents are in jail and they did wrong things. So should we every criminal we should just let out because they have kids? That's why I don't agree with that statement. Oh, you got to think about his kids. They no longer have their mom. And just like DJ Envy wife said, well, I'm pretty sure you can work that out. Somebody can take care of the kids. Because mind you, the two girls are the last, oh no, that's a lie. That's a lie. I forgot about Love. Love is the youngest baby, the 2-year-old. Yeah, that's who Love is. He does have a young one. But at the end of the day, he should have thought about all that before he went ahead, had kids, and did all the stuff he was doing. I mean, did he think about his children when he was allegedly committing crimes? Did he think about his kids then? No. He thought he had the power to do whatever he wanted to, but he quickly realized, you don't. He thought he could get away with what he was doing because nobody had ever checked him. He felt like he had the right connections to where he would get a get out of jail free card. I mean, he didn't go down for the stampede. He didn't go down for the murders of Biggie and Tupac. He didn't go down for the shooting in 1999. There was so much stuff that he avoided or evaded where it seemed like he was untouchable. It really did seem like he was untouchable. This is the first time Diddy has been touched. Ooh, hallelujah, hallelujah. This is the first time Diddy has been touched. 82, the boys know what's up, maybe not the girls. Exactly. We know the boys know what's up. Come on now. You can say, and thank you for the super chat. You can say, oh, I don't pay attention to the internet rumors and all this other. Yeah, you can say you don't pay attention, but at the end of the day, you're going to be curious. If there's a rumor going out there about somebody, doesn't matter if it's a family member or not, at least you heard what it was. You can't tell me, oh, I have my blinders off. I don't know what it is. So again, with DJ Envy trying to basically stick up for Diddy, like, why? Why do you care so much? Why do you care? And this isn't the first time, because I heard that he actually defended Diddy on the Breakfast Club as well, too. It doesn't surprise me that he's on the wrong side of history at all. DJ Envy is known for being a clown. Like I said, they need to keep that Lauren LaRosa chick. They need to keep her. Get rid of Just Hilarious, Charlamagne, because they trying to frame that show as some kind of having intellect, like they're intellectuals. No, they're dumbasses. And this proves with these ignorant statements that DJ Envy is making, yeah, he's a dumbass. Simple as that. And I'm sorry to be so harsh, but this is how I feel. Who got a tape on him, Renee? You saying they got a tape on him? I didn't read your whole comment. For those of you just coming in, please hit that like button, subscribe. I'm going to go ahead and play the video one more time before we move on to Busta Rhymes so you guys know what we're talking
Judgment
about.
Until I hear a lot more about it, but it doesn't look good for him.
I will say this: Diddy's a freaky nigga. Like freaky. Like freaky Friday, freaky Thursday, freaky Monday, freaky Wednesday. And there's nothing wrong with being a freaky person.
There's nothing wrong with being
So the fact that he has 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lube just means he just like to get shit popping. And there's nothing wrong. There's nothing illegal about that. Now, the one thing I will say that I don't like is I don't like how people, I mean, everybody's going to crack a joke. I mean, it is what it is. I don't like how people convict him before hearing all of the evidence, right? I didn't like the fact that they didn't give him a bond. And the reason is he was going to put up $50 million, his house, his mom's house. The reason I feel that is he was giving up his passports. Diddy has 3 kids without a mom passed away. So he has 2 twins that are 17 years old that don't have their dad right now and probably won't have their dad for the next 2 years until the trial is over. I feel like he should have got a bond and been able to fight this outside while he did. Harvey Weinstein had a bond. Bill Cosby had a bond. OJ had a bond. And people could say OJ ran. He took off and they chased him and he still had a bond. Now, in this society, it feels like you're guilty and you have to prove yourself to be innocent. But it should be the other way. You should be innocent to proven guilty. Now, the stories that I'm hearing, like I said, I don't know. Hopefully soon we'll see evidence, but I do think it's sad that somebody with such a great legacy is destroyed because of the things that he did. Now, if he did do the things that they said that he did, he should go to jail for a long time. If he did, absolutely, positively, not even looking back, he should fucking go to jail. But we'll see. And the reason I asked you is because, people always ask, how does that affect?
Before I answer that question, him having 3 children that are already without a mother and potentially will be without a father if, being that he's not released on bond has nothing to do with it.
It does.
Not to me.
Well, it does. Look at.
Hold on. I don't think that has anything to do with it. There's a lot of people that commit crimes that their home life is not all sewn up. That's not a factor. If I'm a judge, that's not a factor. Hopefully you have family that can step in your absence. I'm more so just leaning to what's fair because I don't believe in anyone being convicted until, they're proven guilty.
Happy 13 months, Melanie. Yes, please hit that like button. I forgot to address the bell. I'm actually happy that I played that one more time. just like somebody said in the chat, don't forget that he intimidating. No, I did speak on that. He's intimidating witnesses. He's tampering with witnesses, trying to call them and be like, hey, I can go ahead and make this go away. I can offer you money, blah, 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 blah. And excuse me, and the most recent case was with Don Richard, right? From Danity Kane, when she filed her lawsuit, he was calling Kalina, who they were both in the group Dirty Money together, together. So yeah, he's still doing it. And the freak off didn't stop. He's still doing it. That's the problem. Everything that he was basically going down for and that people suspected him of doing, he was still doing those things into the new year. So that's what the problem was, you guys. He's still doing it. He hasn't stopped. It wasn't oh, this is a one-off thing. Now, do I think that remember we talked about Mike Jeffries, that freaky ass ninja? We talked about him. Yeah, he needs to be in jail with his freak offs that he was doing with the Abercrombie and Fitch models. He needs to be in jail. So we're not excusing that these people don't need to be in jail. It just happened that Diddy, he's still in jail, but that don't mean Diddy needs to be able to get bail so he can fight this on the out. Nah, he got lawyers. That's what you hire lawyers for. Especially his only biological, Chris King. He let you're not including Justin, okay? Well, I know they're saying that is it the Bentley or the BMW that's being repoed from Justin? They didn't pay it. It's about the repo. They owe $190K or something like that. Man, I don't know. It is crazy. And Blessing, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. So we're going to get into now Busta Rhymes. This one for me, I don't think was necessarily so black and white. I feel like there's a little nuance to what he was saying, and I don't hold him. I don't think he was trying to hide anything. There's a few things that he says, and we'll go ahead and dissect it and talk about it.
Going on in the music industry and the headlines pertaining to Diddy. How closely are you paying attention to his case, the allegations, and the things that are coming forward with him?
I don't pay attention to none of it. I just kind of like to pay attention to the truth. When that time manifests, then, we'll speak about this, hopefully when that time comes. As far as I'm concerned, I don't really like to speak on the situations that I'm not well versed in, and that's not really my situation. You know what I'm saying? But I wish the best for everyone involved. God bless everyone involved. And, I think that we should all kind of be a little more mindful of how much we speak on other things when it's as sensitive as this.
And it's incredibly sensitive.
It's extremely sensitive, and I think that people don't keep in mind the effect of what their opinion can have. And I think it's really, really important that we reserve our opinions until we understand what the undisputed truth is, because an opinion can detrimentally affect someone short-term and long-term.
So, comment on this real quick. I think initially what Busta Rhymes was addressing is a lot of the conspiracy theories when he said, yeah, I don't pay attention to it, because, again, when these people are just throwing random things at the wall, just like they're saying that Liam Payne, his passing had something to do with Diddy and all this other stuff, and people just throwing those conspiracy theories out there, you're like, come on, y'all. You don't know what to believe. You honestly don't. And then, did y'all see the other day? I know some of you guys sent it, and I'm not trying to drag the people who sent it to me, but y'all deserve to get dragged, though. Have y'all heard about this whole thing? Diddy phone calls have been released from jail with his son, and he was telling them something about pizza, and then they tied it. Remember back in 2016, they said Hillary Clinton, some Pizzagate, and all those conspiracy theories. Well, they're tying it to that, and they're saying that they're moving bodies with and describing it as pizza boxes, and it was just some crazy shit. And I'm all like, y'all gotta be better than that. Y'all have to be better than that. Y'all have to look at shit and look at it for, okay, this is just entertainment. It was like two white British dudes talking about, oh yeah, Diddy talking about moving boxes of pizza, but he really talking about humans. And I was so like, y'all got to really look at the sources. Y'all really got to look at the sources, because just like Piers Morgan, and that's why I did my show, like, the white folks got to stop blaming, stop blaming Diddy for the white folks. Because at the end of the day, they are going to put everything on Diddy because they're trying to capitalize off of money as well as everybody else. Let's be truthful about it. Because, I mean, I have ads on this video. So, yeah, we're all making money. But at the end of the day, there's certain groups of people that are making a lot of money and just throwing things at the wall and hoping that they stick. Piers Morgan, those conspiracy guys, their channel is even called Conspiracy something. I forgot the name of it. I honestly don't care, but that's the channel that was talking about the pizza boxes and all that. Like, y'all got to pay attention to the sources. Like, don't take in all that information. Like, please don't. A lot of that stuff is just shit they're just throwing at the wall and hope that it sticks to make a story. And we're going to get to the whole Jamie Foxx thing. Don't worry. But let me go ahead and continue.
Just from my own learning experiences and being through, none of us are exempt from going through challenges and obstacles and trials and tribulations. Some are way more intense and extreme than others. But I think at the end of the day, as we go through these things, we learn from them, and we also got to learn how to help people get through them. And that's the angle in life that I like to approach things from, because I know if any one of us is going through challenges in general, we do want some sort of help and guidance and support to not make those mistakes again.
Have you had the chance to speak
We can't help Diddy. He's a lost cause.
to Diddy?
I spoke to him a few times before, like, it got a little out of control. But a lot of the times when people are going through things, you got to respect the space and the privacy that they need to process how they're going to deal with the things that they're going through, and I just want to see the right end result for everyone.
Now, what I'm curious about was, what did he, like, when was the time period he tried to get in contact with Diddy before everything was crazy? Like, was this, the other day? Well, not the other day, obviously. He said before everything got crazy. So was this before he went to jail? Was this before all the lawsuits? Was this before Cassie? Like, what time period did he try to talk to Diddy and, like, try to reason with him and stuff like that? I'm very curious to know what that answer is. Like, when did he try to reach out to Diddy and try to tell him about himself, or tell him what was going on, or try to help him out? Like, I want to know the time period. Like, that's what I really need. The time period into which he tried to reach out to Diddy and try to give him some advice and try to help him out. Because that speaks volume. Did you do it after everything went down? Did you do it before everything went down? Like, when did you try to help him out? I'm curious to know that. And the reason being is because either your advice did not help him, obviously. Secondly, you probably knew he was going down a dark path and going down a rabbit hole, and there was no helping him. And so you had to back away. Like, there's a lot of questions I have about that statement. There's a lot of questions about it. Like, when did you try to step in or reach out to him or help him? When? I'm very curious to hear that. Again, but that was it. They just talked about other highlights and stuff like that, but that was the end of his interview. And you can tell a lot of these celebrities are nervous about talking about Diddy. They're very nervous. They're like that, but they're going to ask them. They're going to ask them about it. Oh, you know what? Actually, it was not done. I apologize about that, because there was a part about hip hop. Hold on. I apologize. Let me bring that back up real quick.
Busta, those rings are not big enough.
They're not bling.
Let me see. What? That ain't bling?
No.
What? Every time I see you, you are rocking some serious jewelry.
Bling is shiny.
Yeah, yes, do you, sir?
Thank
like
you so
a little
much.
pop of color going on here.
Thank you.
And the serious valuables you're rocking as well. I did not know you were a fan of Venom.
personally, just being able to get on the phone, chop it up, get advice on things.
Really?
Yeah, because I'm always trying to, find the right opportunities to get into myself when it comes to film and television. It's
I wonder what's in a
incredible,
different interview, you
amazing
guys.
opportunity to do a commercial with Tom Hardy for the film to promote the film.
Okay, I think it was a different. Yeah, it was a different interview. I'm sorry, I don't have that one up. But in a certain interview, someone said like, "Oh, how do you feel about this Diddy and what's going on with hip hop and stuff like that?" And he was all like, "Well, I want to be clear. What's going on in hip hop and Diddy? That's not correlated together." I agree with him, and this is why I agree with him. By him saying that statement, I think what he's trying to say is like, hey, we ain't all freaky, we ain't all this, we ain't all that. Because I think what's going on now is everybody is just blanketing hip hop as demonic, and everybody's gay in hip hop. Everybody, you're hearing those things, and it's all like, yo, you can't just blanket the whole hip hop as one thing. And especially, why aren't we blanketing the pop world? Rock and roll, country music, the same amount of scandals in hip hop are the same amount of scandals that you see in all of music. So why aren't we blanketing the whole music industry, but we're just calling out hip hop because of Diddy? We're not calling out Garth Brooks. We're not calling out Ozzy Osbourne. We're not calling out Ted Nugent. Yeah, look these people up. They got history. They got going on. Who's another cheater in hip hop? Jimmy Allen. Now he black, but he black like this, not like this. So get him too. But again, like, why aren't we calling out the people in the music industry in other forms? Like, we're just talking about hip hop. So I think that's what he was more or less speaking to. Like, we're just saying, oh, this is how hip hop is. Like, this is the culture, and it's all like, yeah, there's bad things about hip hop, but we can't say that everybody is doing this or everybody's involved in this. I don't believe that. And I feel like with all these conspiracy theorists and people just throwing shit at the wall, everybody is just blanketing hip hop as they're all freaks, they're all gay, they all do these parties and all this other stuff. And it's all like, I believe to a certain extent, but I believe that it's probably the industry in a whole, but we can't blanket everybody as that. There are some good people, because at the end of the day, if we just think everybody's evil, demonic, and they're doing all this stuff, then we can't listen to music, we can't watch TV, we can't go to the movies, we can't do nothing, because if everything's demonic, then damn, we can't do shit. You know what I mean? And please hit the like button, you guys. I appreciate you guys for being